Hello, welcome to the Oasis Healing Temple. So today we're going to be receiving mystery messages. So these are your 3-pile choices today. For pile number 1, we have the card of the Cloak with the Golden Healer Crystal Star. For pile number 2, we have Coming Together with the Lepidolite Star. And for pile number 3, we have Sacred Convergence with the green Aventurine star. So these are the mystery messages for today. Use your intuition to tune into which pile or piles you are drawn to the most. The timestamps are going to be listed in the description box below, and I'll see you all at your readings. Hello to everyone who chose card number 1, the Cloak with the Golden Healer Star. So I'm going to read this message from the guidebook because this is a beautiful oracle deck. It's called Journey of Love by Alana Fairchild. And your message says, around you there is a cloak of your own creation. Perhaps it has served you for a time as an invisible form of protection, as a way to claim needed solitude, as a way to retreat inside to find out what you truly feel, what you truly need, to find yourself after being lost in an ocean of thought and emotion, not always your own. Yet the time is fast approaching when you will no longer require that cloak. You have attained an integration within, a knowledge of self that makes it possible for you to connect with the world, with others, in a way that does not leave you lost and struggling to find yourself. You have learned how to hold yourself. You have learned how to do this well enough that you can successfully hold yourself and hold another too. You don't have to push the world away. You can invite it in and play. The message that this oracle brings to you is that you can safely release the forms of security that you once held. You do not have to abandon your boundaries with others. Rather, your boundaries are so functional that you can enter into relationships with more openness, trusting that your boundary will naturally assert itself when necessary, giving you the connection to yourself that you need when you need it without having to withdraw from relationship entirely. It's time to trust your own boundaries and practice letting them help you whilst actively engaging in deeper relationships. You'll have fun. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So some of you have been on a healing journey and learning how to set healthy boundaries for yourself and for others, learning to love yourself and protect yourself. And what is beautiful is that you chose the Golden Healer Crystal too, learning to love yourself and put your own heart first. And it doesn't mean that you're selfish, and you have learned that. You've learned to love and honor and value your worth and see your worth and your beauty, and to protect it, to protect your light, to protect your love, because not everyone has the best intentions. Not everyone comes from a place of healed, a healed heart. Some people are still trapped in their pain and projections. So congratulations, pile number 1. And we have card number 50, which is a 5. So there's a lot of change coming in for you, a lot of adventure, a lot of forward movement, a lot of transformation and healing. So that's amazing. All right, let's see what else your mystery message wants to offer. We have healer. You have powerful healing gifts. Have faith in your abilities. Stay true to your path as a healer. So beautiful. Because of what you have gone through, you have the ability to help others. You can help teach others how to set healthy boundaries because you've learned how to do that for yourself. And this also brings healing to any future generations that may come after you. So anybody, if you have children, or it also heals the family that's come before you, any of your ancestors, by setting those healthy boundaries and knowing your worth and not tolerating, people who are disrespectful, people who betray your heart, people who lie to your face and say that they're sorry and that they won't do it again, and then they repeat it over and over again. And, just betray your heart. You've learned to set healthy boundaries and to distance yourself from those types of individuals. And you can still love them, but it doesn't mean they need to be a part of your life in a very close way. You can love them from a distance, right? So, and this goes for family, this goes for friendships, this goes for past lovers and partners. You have healed, and now you are becoming the healer. We have imagination. Draw from the well of your own capabilities. Yeah, you have learned to trust yourself, and your boundaries are very, very strong. Know that if anybody was to ever, and here's the thing, like when you know your worth and your value and you have those healthy boundaries for yourself, and you like command respect, those types of people, they won't mess with you. Like they won't try to even try you, because they can tell. And that's the thing, like narcissists, those types of people, they can tell somebody who knows their worth and their value, and they know you're not somebody they can manipulate and get away with it, right? Because you put that energy out. You exude confidence, you exude self-worth and self-love. So those energies are no longer vibrational match for you, so they won't come into your reality and approach you anymore. So great job. Now with these cards here, I had 3 that fell out initially, but I wasn't completely done shuffling the deck. I wasn't happy with it, so I continued to shuffle, and the same 3 fell out. So I was like, okay, Spirit, we're taking them. So we have the power animal. Your animal spirit guide is a guardian to you and is helping you with the situation. And look, you have 2 unicorns. So with the 2 unicorns, I feel like you may have a connection to the unicorn realm. And unicorns, they represent innocence and purity. They have a very open third eye, and I feel like it represents a part of your spirit. You're very unique, you're very open, you're very empathic. You love from a place of purity and innocence, and you see the divinity in all things and everyone. And that has been probably why you have had to protect yourself and shield yourself from the world, from relationships, because not everyone functions from that same place. I feel like you're a very old soul, very wise, very loving, and very pure. And coming here to Earth, Earth is it's a lower dimensional realm. It's based on, it's currently ascending. Mother Earth is ascending back to her rightful place, but she had descended to a place of division, of duality, where it wasn't based on unity of heart, and higher vibrations, Christ consciousness, etc. It had fallen to a place of separation. So where there was this division that was made between masculine and feminine energies versus unity, where within all of us we each have masculine and feminine qualities. But when we function from our heart space, that is unity consciousness. This is Christ consciousness of love, knowing that each one of us is a part of Source Creator and that we are all one, essentially. And you are somebody who functions from that space, which when we incarnate here on Earth, Earth does not. It was a very dark realm that had been taken over by lots of lower dimensional entities and dimensional beings, and there was a lot of sadness, a lot of pain, a lot of sorrow, a lot of illusion, a lot of separation and division. So your heart may have gotten wounded in the process of loving and compassion towards others because you are still functioning from that higher vibration. And so when you're here on Earth, it can be very disheartening to know that other people don't function from that place. A lot of people have been lost and they've lost their way. They're lost in their pain and then the struggle and then the illusion of this realm. and they're functioning from their pain, not from their heart space. So that is perhaps why you needed to shield yourself and guard your heart, because you are a unicorn. We have Archangel Raphael with the healing angel is with you, supporting your healing work. Look at that. So you are receiving healing. Perhaps some of you have been working with Archangel Raphael. Let me put him over here. And perhaps that is going to be your source of healing for others. You're the example of love and light that you offer the world. Look at that. You are a powerful light worker. Look, and this looks like Mother Mary. It is safe for you to be powerful. Your spiritual power brings great blessings and loving service to the divine. Yeah, see, and you incarnated, oh, I'm so sorry, pile number one. I guess I'm right there with you. This is definitely, I resonate with your reading and your energy. We're probably soul sisters. You are a powerful light worker, and so you have this beautiful, compassionate heart, this loving, empathic heart. And it has been, people have taken advantage of your kindness, and they mistake it for weakness. But truly, your vulnerability, your open heart, your compassion, your beautiful forgiveness and understanding is what this world needs. And that's why you chose to come here, was to bring your energy, bring your frequency here to this planet, because that's what's helping Mother Earth shift and ascend. She needed a lot of us to come here, a lot of us higher vibrational beings, perhaps ascended masters, so many. There was a call that was sent out to help restore this planet and to help her ascend back to her rightful place in the cosmos. And you heard the call, you came, you brought your light and your love, and along the way, it got damaged, it got hurt. But you have, you've taken the amount of time to heal yourself, to comfort yourself, to love yourself, and learn how to set those healthy boundaries and see how people aren't living from their divine self, they're not acting as their divine self, and to reset your, and protect your heart. You've integrated the lessons learned, and now you're ready to move forward and to use your skills to help others to ascend, help Mother Earth to ascend. We have movement. Nice. It's card number 28. Can I see this somewhere maybe? All right, so this is a 10. So it's the end of a chapter, end of a cycle, and you're moving forward. And you have a lot of strength. And this is fast movement here with the ostrich. They are one of the fastest moving animals. I can't remember which one's the actual fastest. Maybe a cheetah. I'm not sure. Don't quote me for this. But yeah, you are moving on to better places with your strength in hand. We have card number 5, goblins. This is the shadows. Yeah, this is the past, the painful past. This could be, the people that did hurt you. You're moving on from the past. You're moving on from the pain. This is transformation. Card number 5, change, freedom, new experiences, transformation, and moving forward. Great confirmation. And look, you have another 10. So we have 10, 10. Big cycle closing, cleaning house. Yeah, this cycle is ending. You're clearing out any old debris, any old patterns, any lingering feelings and emotions. That's beautiful. So maybe work with the golden healer. And your final card is card number 13, coherence. And it says the frequency of coherence supports our ability to harmonize the frequency of the heart with the frequency of the mind for an optimal ability to create the reality that we desire. So I love this. You're coming into balance. You're coming into harmony here. Heart and mind are starting to link up. That is the healing that you've brought to yourself. Your heart and mind are now on the same page. You're more aligned with your truth, with your path, with your destiny. This is stability, structure, solid foundations. You're feeling more confident in yourself, more confident in your abilities. Oops. Sorry, I had one of my books just fall. and more secure in yourself and your worth and your value now, more secure in your boundaries. So that's awesome, pile number one. You've done an amazing job. I'm so sorry for what you've been through, and I completely empathize with how you feel. I've had to go on that same healing journey, and I feel more confident myself, more secure in my boundaries. I know my worth and my value now, and I use what I've been through as a way to help others. So you may be called to do the same because you are a powerful light worker, pile number one. So congratulations. This was your mystery message. I'm sending you lots of love. Please like and subscribe to my channel if this reading resonated with you. I hope it helps in some way. Comment below if you feel like sharing your story, or just let me know pile number one was your reading. Y'all take care. Have a blessed day. Hello everyone who was drawn to reading number two. These are your mystery messages. So you guys were drawn to card number 66 with Coming Together and the Lepidolite Star. So for this reading, I'm going to read from the guidebook for this card right here. So the message is you and another soul are coming into each other's worlds. It is a karmic destiny that is unfolding, an expression of a divine plan set in motion many lifetimes ago. That destiny may have a romantic purpose. It may have a sacredness that is sensual. It may have a sacredness that is creative, tender, about learning self-esteem or courage. It may bring a gift of enduring friendship and loyalty, or be an expression of a passing flash of divine force that shakes your foundations and helps move you out of a situation which would have consumed your light with tediousness and playing small. The coming together is happening, however. Know it is of love. This card brings guidance. You are going to be moved by love, whether it is long-term or fast and furious. It is love and it has meaning. Let it be what it is, and do not try to force it to become what you think it must be. It has worth, as do you. Enjoy the experience and know it serves your growth. So pile number two, you have new love coming in, and like the card was saying, it could be fast and furious love, it could be a love for yourself, it could be love for another, but whatever it is something that is part of your destiny, part of both of your destinies. We will see. So it's the combination of two worlds. So it can also be divine union within, like I was saying, a love for self. So we have card number 66, and this is a card of balance, especially in love, within, loving all aspects of yourself, focusing on nurturing, also of home, creating a nurturing environment, family, harmony, everything coming into balance here. Beautiful. So let's see what else comes in. What is your mystery message? We have magic. Ooh. Make a wish, believe in miracles, magic surrounds you. How pretty. All right, let me move this card up a little bit so that it's in the center. And we'll put the star over here. And what's so cool about this star is it has a little damaged point here. Like, it was polished this way, so it came, you know, with a little injury. But what is so cute, I mean, it's adorable. It's like my little wounded warrior. It reminds me of a starfish, you know, they're regenerating. So, and Lepidolite is such a peaceful, calming energy. Very good for the third eye and the crown chakra. Just an FYI. And we have gentleness. Be kind to yourself and others. Honor your gentleness and speak words of love. Yeah, okay, so you have gone through an experience and it has been hard. You may have been wounded, but there's a lot of healing coming in for you, a lot of understanding, compassion, love, Be gentle with yourself as this unfolds. Believe in miracles. So if this is about love, you are worthy and deserving of love. You are deserving of having somebody meet your needs, somebody who sees your heart and values it and respects it, wants to pour into your cup, wants to take care of you. Ooh, we have the heart of the matter. Align life's pathways through the heart. Okay. We have Goddess. Express your divine feminine energy, embracing its magical intuition and nurturing qualities. Okay, beautiful confirmation. So this is a coming into your divine feminine here. Loving yourself, taking care of yourself, practicing self-care, tending to your needs, filling your own cup, knowing your worth, knowing your value. And the more that you pour into your own cup, the more you see your own beauty and see how worthy and lovable you are. That's going to open a door for others to see your beauty, for others who want to match that vibration of love and give you that same type of love in return. So some of you may have been wanting a love, a soulmate, a partner in life. And looking at the heart chakra, lots of heart energy here. The answer that you seek is in your heart right now. Be open to giving and receiving love. Confirmation, you are worthy and deserving of love. And you deserve the love that you give to others. You deserve to receive that in return, okay? So this is about somebody coming into your world who wants to share in your love, share in your lives with one another, who cares about how they make you feel. They're very gentle, they're very kind. They see your light, your beauty, your goddess energy. Okay, we have Storm Fields. Okay, number 9. So this is the end of a cycle. So it's the end of maybe feeling like you weren't worthy or deserving, or that this love was never going to come in, that you would never have it. This is the end of, all the struggle. Let me see what else. We have Rescue. Nice. Yes. You have healed. You are, purifying the heart chakra. And because you've gone within and you've healed your wounds, it's opening a door of magic where you're going to start seeing your world shift. You're going to start being seen. You're going to see how other people are going to reflect to you your kindness, your love. That's awesome. And we have card number 7, spiritual insight, intuition, following your intuition, a spiritual connection. So this is that beautiful connection that you've established with yourself. It's also about completion, perfection. Yeah, look at this balloon here, and there's this person with a telescope, like they're looking for, oh my god, okay, it reminds me of, the damsel who's been waiting for her knight in shining armor, waiting to be rescued, waiting for her love to come and join her on this, beautiful, like, it looks like a, kind of like an island in the sky, where you may have felt isolated and alone, just going through everything by yourself. And there's this beautiful, or this handsome, whoever, take what resonates, coming into your life, to share in space with you, to share a life with you. They see you. What else do we have? Flying. Ooh, yeah, you're going to be so happy. You're going to feel like you're flying. You're going to feel like you've been floating on air. This is leaps of joy and happiness. You're being freed from this labyrinth, from this isolation and feeling alone, from all the battles and the struggles that you've been going through. And we have card number 20. This is to partnership, balance, compromise, love, security. It's also about duality, but this could be, you know, like I said, the divine union within, where you've healed you dissolved the ego, healed any fears or illusions that may have come from your ego or the wounded child. You know, this is where you have freed yourself from these old perspectives, these old patterns, and you've brought a lot of love and healing into your heart space here. So this is like leaps of joy, feeling lighter than air, you know, happiness. I'm so happy for you. Ooh, we got card number 40, soul time. It says the frequency of soul time asks us to allow the possibility of a new reality to emerge, one that embraces the concept that while the corporeal body is mortal, the soul is timeless, limitless, and infinite. So with this card here, I feel like you are where we have two worlds coming together. It creates that unity. It creates a whole new world because it's two energies blending together to create something new. And from that immersion, from that merging, it's going to create so much beauty and so much love in the world. So much light. There's going to be a lot of, cohesion. You know, that's what's coming to mind, where everything's just going to be blending easier in your life. Everything's going to be coming together easier for you moving forward. And we have card number 40, which is a 4, stability, structure, a solid foundation. This is something that you can trust. It's something that's near and dear to your heart, or this person is going to be somebody who's near and dear to your heart. They're going to make you feel like it's magic, you know, like this is what you've been waiting for all along, you know. Speak kind to yourself, manifest that dream life, that dream partner, the love that you've been looking for, and know that you are worthy and deserving of that love. I'm going to get you one final card to go in this empty space here. And this is, since you had so much of the heart coming through, this deck is Louis Hay with Heart Thoughts cards. And let's see, let's get a message from your heart about this love. Ooh. Okay. The card says, I love and accept each member of my wonderful family. They in turn love and adore me, as is all is well in my world. So I feel like this is going to be the family that you create, you know. And family isn't necessarily the family that you are born into. It's the family that you choose. It's the ones that make you feel like you are seen, that you are loved, that you are appreciated. They don't try to change you. They don't shame you. They don't try to force you to be something that you're not, or to believe something that goes against your heart in order to be loved and accepted by them. This is unconditional love, okay? And it says, I bless my family with love. All right, let me get you one more. All right, this card here. I use the power of my mind and my free will to do what I know is right. I trust myself. Beautiful confirmation. I am free to say no if something is not best for me. That's beautiful. Trust in yourself. You know, trust your heart. This is your mind and your heart on the same page. Setting those healthy boundaries because you've experienced the opposite of that. You've already recovered from some wounds and betrayals, and you have restored healing to your heart. You've set those healthy boundaries. You know your worth and your value now. And that is opening this door for new love to come in. And you are allowed to stay and decide who's allowed to be in your life, who is worthy of your love, who's worthy of your energy, your time, your effort, your relationship, etc. Yeah, you're the one who gets to choose now. And you're going to choose somebody who is the people who are gentle with your heart and who appreciate it and want to build with you, you know. All right, you guys, this was your mystery message of love coming into your life. Please like and subscribe. I guess I'm just going to leave this here. No, I feel like it's just, oh well, it's okay. Anyways, I'd love to have you back for future readings. Please like and subscribe. Comment below if you feel like sharing your story, if this was your reading. Or just let me know pile number 2 resonated with you. Y'all take care. Sending you lots of love. Have a blessed day. Hello to everyone who chose pile number 3. These are your mystery messages. And you are drawn to the Sacred Convergence card with the green Aventurine star. So I'm going to read from the guidebook about this card's meaning for you. So it says, there is a coming together happening within your body and soul, a unification of all that is within you. This is akin to traveling to a strange land, as all sorts of new sensations, not all welcome at first, begin to make themselves known to you. If you are experiencing discomfort within your own body, or uncertainty and a sense of expansion to include more of life in your thoughts and feelings, then you are conscious of the sacred convergence. It is like 2 worlds or more colliding. If you are sensitive, you will feel it happening as an important event without necessarily having a physical sensation to attribute the experience to, or upon which to hang an explanation. You may also be encountering this in a very physical sense by finding yourself in situations which you previously would have avoided. You may be meeting people and thrown into relationships with them, apparently more by circumstance than by your own conscious choosing. This is a meeting of you with your shadow and something to rejoice in. Even if it is uncomfortable at times, be gentle and loving to yourself and kindly seek to find the beauty in what you are learning about yourself in your interactions and experiences. You are a wise soul seeking to know yourself rather than judge others. Remember, your divine perfection as you are thrilled and challenged in this time of great growth. You are guided to be curious as though traveling to a foreign land and remaining open to experiencing its treasures. This oracle card holds a message for you that a deeper part of yourself is calling you forward. Any discontent, struggle, anxiety, or fear is a subconscious recognition of this. Don't worry, you are a unique plant in the divine garden. You don't have to know what plant you are in order to grow. You just need to live each day, and the growth happens naturally. Then you can see over time the beauty of your true nature revealing itself to you. It will be a revelation to be relished. Ooh. So pile number 3, you are going on a spiritual journey. And your mystery message is about finding yourself, going within and learning your spiritual truths, learning your patterns, healing your fears. This is a coming together of light and darkness within, and not to be afraid to go on that journey, and don't judge yourself or others too harshly, because we learn the most about ourselves through relationship, through our engagement with the physical world. And it's very telling about our emotions and about our beliefs and our thoughts when we experience hardship and how we handle the situations. They're like, it's a door to within so that we can discover more about who we are and learn about our weaknesses, our faults, and our gifts and our talents and our strengths through that process. So we have card number 28, which is a 10, and this is about completions and cycles, the endings of cycles, the end of maybe running away from your fears, and time to stand in awareness and face them. So let's see what else wants to come through. Ooh, you have adventure, confirmation. Dare to do things differently. Manifest your travel dreams. Move to a new location. Yeah. You are going on a spiritual journey, a quest to learn from yourself. And you may notice how, sometimes we do what makes us feel comfortable. We fall into a routine. We make the same choices. Sometimes you can find yourself in a loop, or where you're having the same experience just with different people, and it's always the same outcome. And that's how you know you're stuck in a loop, because you're not changing, you're not growing, you're not learning from the experience. So it's time to choose something different so that you can move forward and have a new experience. We have partnership. Teamwork will give you a better result. Find trustworthy people to partner with. Build up a talented support team. So maybe some of you have kind of isolated yourself away. Maybe you have a hard time trusting people. And that may be why you are being asked to go on this healing journey, so that you can open yourself up to going on adventures, to learning a little bit more about yourself through relationship. And we have support. Ask for help. Get more rest and nurture yourself. Okay. And you may find that through opening your heart, through sharing your experiences, or through acknowledging your fears, or sharing in your struggle with others, that you find that you're not alone after all, that there is support. There's people who've been through what you've been through. They've experienced similar situations, and whether it's traumas or just challenges and the struggle, you'll find through sharing your experience with someone who you trust and find familiar ground with, that you're not so alone, and you can find companionship, and they will help you understand yourself a little bit more, or even see things from a different perspective. We have live in the moment. What you are looking for is with you. Okay, let's see, can I set you right here? We have release. Work with Archangel Michael to let go of what no longer serves you or your purpose. And we have twin flame. The answer to your question involves a spiritually based romantic relationship. Ooh. Okay, so release any fears that you have about perhaps not being good enough, not being worthy. It's time for you to understand your fears, to release anything from the past, so that you can be more present in the moment, so you can see things from a fresh perspective, from being more connected to, yourself. Archangel Michael can help you cut the cords to the past, especially if in the past you had relationships that weren't very healthy, weren't very toxic, or how you find yourself in the loops. Like I was saying, you keep finding the same spirit, soul energy, just in a different face, right? Cut those cords to those types of relationships, and fill your heart with the love that you feel that you are lacking, right? So when we engage in relationships with others, we are searching for an aspect of ourselves in them. And sometimes we don't realize that it is our own love we're searching for, but we look outside of ourselves to receive love, to receive validation, or to receive approval, because there's something that happened in our childhood and our youth that made us feel like we weren't good enough, or we weren't lovable for who we were, maybe. And this can be in just like small situations, but they were things that made you feel a certain kind of way very deeply, And so that's what needs your healing. That's what needs your love, because it created a little void space in there. And it made you feel like you didn't have something, and so then we go seeking for it to fill the void. We search for it in the outside world, we search for it from other people, and it's something that only you can fill, only something you can heal. And it requires your love, your nurturing heart, your time, your commitment to yourself, to acknowledging your emotions, to opening up, to facing any fears that you may have and understanding where they come from, and giving yourself that comfort, giving yourself that support, allowing yourself to heal, to nurture yourself, to surrender, and not to feel like you have to constantly repeat the past over and over again. So you're being called to go on a spiritual adventure. Go take the time to go within and connect to yourself. Spend time with yourself and create a healthy relationship with yourself. That way you can open the doors for a partner who's going to mimic that same type of love that you give yourself. They're going to want to reciprocate that type of love to you. So I feel a lot of pile number 2 in this reading. Pile number 2 came out as a love reading as well. So some of you may have come over here. Some of you may want to go to that reading as well. But these are very similar in their messages. All right, so you have card number 40 with Follow the Leader. Yeah, it's time for you to take your power back, to own your power, to own your truth. To stand up for yourself. And we have this at card number 4. So building a healthier relationship with yourself, standing in your truth, having strength to create a solid foundation for yourself, grounding a solid structure, a solid foundation. I'm not sure what these images are on here. It looks like a goose. Yeah, a little family of keys. I'm not sure what this one is. It kind of looks like a little fairy. I'm not sure. But there's this new path that's opening up for you. It is time. It is time. Pile number 3. We have rock bottom. Getting to the source of, of your pain. Getting to the source of your beliefs. The source of your truth. The source of this mystery message and what it means for you, where it's time for you to go on that journey, to understand yourself, to get to the root of the situation, the core root. What is it that you feel that you don't have, that you're seeking in another? But it is something that needs to come from within. I hope that's making sense to you guys. We have unexpected visitors. Ooh. So yeah, we have 40 and 41 now. So this is a progressive thing. As you get to know yourself and you start to love yourself and heal from the past wounds, you're going to have support coming in. You're going to find people who want to have relationships with you. They're going to want to be your friend. They're going to want to be your partner. It's like a whole new group of individuals who match your energy. So you're no longer going to be somebody who has people in their life who take advantage of them or doesn't see their worth and their value. I feel like there's a whole bunch of support that's waiting for you to realize your worth and your value. Yes, even in this card here, we have these group of souls who, and it almost looks like these are other souls, and that's what I feel coming from this image. That there's a whole team of support who are rooting for you. They're rallying and sending support from the inner realm. They're wanting you to change, to shift, to complete this cycle and release and heal so that you can be more in the present moment and see your beauty, so that you can see that you are supported, so that you can live the life that you want. And some of you may have felt like you're at rock bottom, and that And sometimes it takes us to get to those places where we feel like we have no choice, nothing's working out, I'm just so unhappy and I don't know what to do. And that's when you want to create change, you want to do something differently. And sometimes it can be a little dangerous, because when we do like radical things out of desperation, which is definitely not something we want to do. We want to make conscious moves. So you want to be aware of why you're unhappy. What is it? What do you need to do to change? Is there a pattern that you keep repeating? Is there a belief system that you need to let go of because it doesn't, you can't relate to it as the person you are now. It doesn't match who you are now. It doesn't fit your life. And it's time to heal. It's time to move on from those patterns. It's time to move on from those people, from those friendships, from that partner even. So if it's you're not feeling supported in your relationship, it's time to cut the cords to this individual and to stand up for yourself and to say, I deserve better. I'm tired of feeling unloved. I'm tired of feeling like I'm not good enough. I don't feel like I'm supported in this relationship. And standing up for yourself and setting healthy boundaries and saying enough is enough. It's time for me to move on. And I feel like this is, we have unexpected visitors. So I feel like you're going to be meeting people along the path, as you go on this healing journey. And I believe this card even said that as well. You're going to be meeting people who either remind you of energies you've already come across to help you shore up your boundaries, to remind you of, I've already been there. I've seen this character in my life many, many times, and they are always this way. They always treat me like this. They always take advantage of me. It's the same energy over and over again. So I'm going to choose something different. Normally I would do this, and this time I'm going to change things up. I'm going to try something new. I'm going to step out of my comfort zone, and I'm going to do this. And it's not something I would normally do, but I'm trying to create change. I want something different for myself, and this is what I'm going to do. And it's having that strength and that bravery to trying something, try on a new outfit, do something new, be a little more colorful, color outside the lines, And you're going to be met with, the more you can do that, you're going to see your reality change. And you're going to have new energies come in, new people coming in, and you're going to be learning so much about yourself through this process. All right, we have Gaia coming through here. And this is also card number 28. So 28, lots of completion here. The frequency of Gaia reminds us that we are infinitely connected to one another, just as we are to our Great Mother and to the universe that birthed us all. So Mother Gaia is a tool that we can use to connect to help us feel nurtured, to help us feel supported. We can be in partnership with Mother Nature. She helps us to be more in the present moment so that we're not repeating past patterns. It gives us more clarity. She helps us to calm the mind down and connect more and go within. She helps us to reflect. And Mother Gaia she kind of serves as like a mirror for us. So she's like a portal to the spiritual realm. So anytime that you are feeling, lost or stuck in your mind, or you don't know which path to take, spend some time out in nature. Go for a walk, spend time out by a body of water, anywhere in nature where you feel peaceful, where you feel a sense of calm that can help you to reflect and go within. That is what she's there for. She's there to help us still our mind, be more in the present moment so that we can go within and understand ourselves better, so that we can see how our patterns, how our beliefs, how our fears are creating the reality that we're living in. And that is through Mother Gaia. She is like the physical representation of our mother, She is ever giving. She provides without asking for anything in return. And she provides the trees that give us air. She provides the land that we all live on. She provides the wood that we build our homes from, the bodies of water, the soil for us to grow our food from, to nurture the animals, etc. There's so much that Mother Nature gives us. And, you know, she doesn't ask for anything in return. Even though we should give our gratitude, we should give our respect, we should always be in communion with Mother Gaia, because she is such a beautiful, you know, sentient being. Whether people realize it or not, she's very much conscious and very much alive and aware of all of us, and she speaks to all of us. And a lot of times you will, she can use her animal guides, the little creatures, to send us little messages. You know, each animal represents a type of energy. They're kind of like archetypal energies. So, and they each represent something to us. I know when I was going through like a lot of, which one can I say? There's been a lot of things. When I've been going through like a lot of healing and transformative processes, you know, I would see a lot of dragonflies, you know, or butterflies. When I was manifesting more abundance to get my business going, I was seeing a lot of frogs, you know, a lot of tadpoles, and watching the growth of them. I mean, we had like over 100 of them in our rain barrel, so it was pretty neat. And this year, I've had a lot of sunflowers in my field of awareness. You know, they just keep popping up everywhere. And I did grow some in my garden, but they took off, and they were so big, and there were so many on just one stem. And then, like on my phone, I would see sunflowers going out in public. There'll be sunflowers. They just keep bombarding my energy field. And so I know that there's signs, there's deeper meaning to the things that come into your life. You just have to slow down your awareness and be more perceptive of how Spirit is communicating to you. And Spirit will use Mother Gaia, the physical realm, to communicate to us. So be open to any signs. Be open to any people who are coming into your life. Everything is guiding you, and people can be guiding you. There can be so many messages that you're overlooking, but they're all leading you somewhere. This is the adventure that you're going on. So open and expand your mind. Be more connected to the present moment. And you can even ask your guides for signs, you know. Give me a sign that I'm on my right path, and just be open to the way that Source Creator is communicating to you. Do you receive messages through music? Do you receive messages through the animal kingdom? Do you receive messages through angel numbers? You know, and once you receive a message, make sure that you thank your guides, or you thank Mother Gaia. Whoever you've been asking to receive signs from, thank them so that they know you received it. That way they know this is a form of communication they can use to get a hold of you, so that they can send more messages, okay? All right, you guys, these are your mystery messages. I'm going to close your reading now. Thank you all so much for being here with me today. I'm sending you all so much love. Please like and subscribe. Thank you all for being here on my channel. See you all next time. Have a blessed day.